was wondering how Brittany kept switching between her papers, and I realized she was a little more tech savvy with an iPad, so hopefully those papers don't crinkle too much. It was hard for me to come to terms with the fact that my swimming career of 17 years was over at the last session of IVs, or for that matter, the past few weeks. I may say my hair has gotten a little less stringy, that my skin smells a little less of chlorine. Who would actually smell that anyways? Seriously. Or my nail polish lasts a week longer than it did when I was swimming. But in reality, I haven't noticed or recognized any of the telltale signs that I am in fact a retired swimmer. I repeatedly get the question from my roommates, friends, and family, how does it feel to be done with swimming? They all ask it excitedly and a little expectantly, assuming I'll give some mixed response of elation and nostalgia. Though I've received this question numerous times, you would have assumed I've had some routine answer down by now. Not the case. Every time someone asks me about my post-swimming life, I get a little dumbfounded, time after time, without fail. I always make some comment about having so much free time. Really though, I have so many hours, I don't know what to do with them. Do I sleep? Do I do homework? Watch TV? Work out? Sit and just relax? I'm sorry, what is relaxing? But aside from the prepared extra time comment, I find myself at a loss for how to describe my new life. What's so new about it anyways? It doesn't feel all that different. I think the reason I struggle with this so much is because alumni always stress the life-changing experience of becoming a, so to say, swimmer. From the sound of their descriptions, I was convinced that I was about to become an entirely different person, with an entirely different life. In years past, I vividly remember the alumni counting down each practices weeks before the end of the season, usually around 45 practices out. They counted down as a way to speed up time, in anticipation of the end. But to be honest, it wasn't until the last week of practices that I started truly counting down how many practices I had left at Logic. Even then, I counted as a way to prepare myself for this life-changing event that I had been warned of time and time again. I felt that I needed to see it coming, that I needed to be aware of it, or that I might completely miss the magical moment without even enjoying it. I was terrified that the moment would pass me by without truly noticing. I'm not trying to criticize the past classes of HWSD, nor belittle their experience. But I want these facts to illustrate how I think HWSD has changed, and just how truly special the team this is. The fact that I don't feel like a swimmer says a lot about the culture of HWSD. No, I don't wake up at obscene hours to go to practice anymore. No, I don't see you all on deck anymore. And no, I'm not in those lanes with you, sharing stories, catching up, and maybe, yes, Chris, sometimes complaining about how cold the water is. But I still see myself and consider myself a member of HWSD. Whenever or wherever I run into any teammate on campus, it's as if no time has passed and nothing has changed. The reason I don't feel so completely different with a new life is because I know that even though I may not physically be in the water, at the pool, or on deck at meets next year, I know that HWSD will always be with me, not just a part of who I was, but a part of who I am each and every day. The way I see it, HWSD is a team, a group of friends, and a family for a lifetime. And for making the past 4 years, I did not think this was going to happen. For making the past 4 years of my swimming career the most amazing, gratifying, and memorable, I want to thank a few special people. To Coach Jeff, I want to thank you for being an unbelievable supporter, role model, coach, and friend. I've certainly been all sorts of up, down, and sideways the past 4 years, and I thank you for always making sure I landed on my feet. Though I might be loud and crazy on deck, I know at times you had to pry feelings out of me. Though I recall our meetings freshman year always involved some sort of waterworks on my end. I really admire everything you give to this team, and I truly value our friendship. Working with you as one of the captains this year was really special to me. To Chris, known you for a year, I swear it feels like forever. You bring such fun, excitement, and enthusiasm to this team. You made my senior year a remarkable one. HWSD is truly lucky to have you, and I can only say that I'm sad I was only able to swim for you 1 year. To the breaststroke lane, stay weird and keep having fun. I couldn't have asked for better training partners this past year. You three made threshold sets from hell somehow possible. To little Steph, keep holding Dwight. Seriously though, 2 years your elder, I never once felt older than you, and often felt myself looking up to you. You are an incredible friend, genuinely good person, and a selfless teammate. Training with you made me look forward to practice. I will forever look back on our practices together and smile. To HWSD, thank you all for the unforgettable memories. From driving the minivan in downtown Atlanta screaming, "Roll Tide," to the chaos-filled bioluminescent kayak trip in Puerto Rico with 26 girls shrieking in the pitch black and bumping into one another, to destroying Princeton at HYP in their own pool. Yeah, that happened. You all have made my last year on this team the best. I love you all. But before I end the speech and get way too savvy, as it already happened, I have a little white lie to admit to. The fact of the matter is, there has been one tiny little thing that's alerted me to the fact that I'm no longer a swimmer. My fingertips have officially started to prune in the shower. This sounds totally bizarre, but if you're a swimmer, you'll realize your fingers never prune in the water. I burst out laughing when I came to this realization because, to be honest, I can't remember the last time my fingertips pruned. Who knew that non-swimmers pruned in water?